Is it on?
Mm-hmm.
Me for the picture.
I pledge allegiance
to
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay. Thanks. You're welcome. It's been a day. Okay, so, Mary?
Okay, this is my report for July. I didn't present it the first meeting because they changed. So today I will present the Cal County Economic Development July meeting 2026. The director, Colin Price, reported that Governor Braun visited Enzyme Solutions in Garrett, and the discussion was regarding environmentally friendly cleaning products. Colin shared that Gulfcraft, this is old news, but Colin shared that Gulfcraft is planning to invest $52 million add to a steel braiding manufacturing facility. They currently are looking at 3 locations, and Joe is being considered. Colin should know by week's end what Gulfcraft have decided. Again, old business. Outstanding opportunity for Eastside students, and I hope you guys heard about this. Beginning this fall, Mac Allister Katz is launching a Mac NAC Next Generation Diesel Technician Program. Its innovative partnership connects high school students with dual credits, industry experience, and career opportunities. The launch celebration and open house will be Wednesday, August 5th, for 37 at Eastside High School. And then I hope you had someone had attended that. And 5, Colin reported that 5 business retention and expansion contacts were made in July. Quality of Place land restoration update, the Blue Carry and curbside application has been completed this month. Bill Ward at the Cal County Soil and Water Conservation contacted me regarding funding application that I had submitted. I forwarded copies of paid invoices to Bill, and he will introduce them at the next meeting for assistance with costs. Those invoices I sent were the engineering fee and the fees we paid so far to Blue Heron. Looking forward, I am continuing to pursue grants through public and private entities, and it's my intent to ensure financial sustainability for this overall quality of life land restoration project. And part of that, I actually attended a conference and training today in Kendallville. The Cal County Trails at the Tidal Auburn Station, their July meeting, we discussed the success of the Trek to Trails ride on June 27th. All were excited about the outcome and thought tour had a good turnout of folks that were interested in that trail ride. Plans to participate and have displays at the Thursday's cruising, and we also will be set up at the AC Festival. And at this meeting, setting was the site. The next order of business is we have a planning meet with landowners having property along the anticipated trail route for their review and input. And as a side note, I have here,
It's the same. It's the spelling.
I understand that there was concern of the stakes that were on Jefferson Street. So I visited with Stan and Sharon Stockup and explained to them that those stakes are for the town's water project. Has nothing to do with the quality of life project that I have initiated and are currently managing. I also shared the map with them of that I have, the design that I have for what's going to happen to that bank.
Okay, I'm gonna say, does the engineer know that we're putting new water lines through there and having stuff? Is that gonna do anything with the
If you
erosion?
get them done, that what I should back up the bus.
Okay.
You're putting water lines in.
Mhm.
As part of that, are you putting curtain in there?
No,
No, no
Not on
curb.
that.
No,
one,
Jefferson.
No
but
curbing.
hers, right?
In fact, I talked to him today and Corey had said it also. They're kind of worried, they're gonna be on the sidewalks. They're not replacing, we're not replacing the
Oh, I
sidewalks.
thought she was talking
And they're
about
worried
that.
about the sidewalks because they're gonna be on.
Oh.
So I didn't know if the engineer had known if there was gonna be any difference.
Just somebody answer my question,
Okay.
okay? Is the curbing part of your project?
No,
Okay. So now you're telling me that in this operation, the town water
Mhm.
upgrade line, that the company is gonna be on the current sidewalks that were put in there by Safe Crossing. Is that what you're telling me?
Mhm.
Is there no other way to work that project? Can't they be on the street and? take
He
care
was,
of
he
it?
was talking about taking a little of the street out to get the water lines. At least that's what he was telling me. So he didn't have to be on them as heavy. But he said he's still gonna have one of his tracks of his Bobcat that is gonna be while they're doing it on the sidewalk.
Then my response to that would be, if there's damage, that's on the town to replace.
Okay.
Not part of the project in dollars.
No.
No, that's not really what I was asking. I was just asking,
right.
with the engineer doing it, with this change made to it, is that gonna change anything on how he's,
The engineering to my project relates to the bank inside of Jefferson Street.
Oh.
The outside of that
Just
is
keep in
curb.
contact with one of them.
That's the biggest cost, the estimate that I received, to the tune of $20,000.
okay.
So, don't interrupt me, please.
I just, all I was doing was, and I wanted to,
I'm protecting
what you're doing, yes. Yes.
Okay.
Mhm.
So that being said, if your project is completed before they start mine, then it
Thank you.
should have no impact other than you damage to the sidewalks are the town's responsibility.
Mary, I talked to the contractor, this morning and told him about our concerns with Jefferson and the wetland.
Right.
And he said that they're actually gonna go do that next, just to be out of our way, and that way
Yep.
there's no conflict with your project.
Okay,
So they're gonna go from where they're at now and come down and do that, because I told them that that would make things much easier to get out of your way with
Right.
your project if that was possible.
right.
So that was just this morning. I don't really
Yeah.
talked to with Pete.
Well, that's what he said. He's gonna stop that project, not hook into Spencer, and he's gonna start doing Jefferson tomorrow, starting tomorrow.
I didn't know it was tomorrow, but I was on a phone call at a gap.
But at any rate, either one should work out off of the other one, whatever project's done first, the other one would blend right in with their project. Either way, it should be, I mean, it shouldn't be that difficult to work together.
It's not that difficult.
No, I'm saying that they shouldn't,
And it
like
sounds
these
like
guys-
you've taken the, steps now.
Yeah.
My concern is that I'm out trying to get dollars to get this bank repaired. And to then have what's part of that, the sidewalk.
The chance that'll, yes.
Hold it together.
Yeah, so the only thing I really included in it is that they're gonna work that part. That any damage to that sidewalk, be the next step
Yes.
before
Before your
engineer
people-
gets to it.
Okay,
Okay,
I agree.
Billy was just commenting that I've got lots of rocks at my property. Boulders.
Thank you, Mary.
thank you.
So, as far as ongoing coordination of what's happening with the water project and where they're moving, that, I wasn't aware of any of that. Is there somewhere where we can get that news feed?
Yeah, I was gonna say, I just did a video.
Consolidated?
I just did a video, so I plan on putting it out. But
You've just
They
been
were-
stopping and talking to him when you see him on the street, haven't you?
I've been taking pictures like I always do, like I did with State Road 1 with any of them. I mean, as we're going along, but now I took a short video because they are making that big change from over here all the way over to here. So that way people know.
They're gonna, so you got, like, a for sure, they're starting that tomorrow?
Yes.
So I didn't get that, so,
What'd he say?
I will send an email to Carrie and have her put that out on Facebook that they're gonna be working in that area, just to let people know.
I was just looking for some level of coordination and dissemination of information so that we were all on the same page.
The way it sounded that we're going to is that we're going to do that and then come off of Washington and do Spencer. But we moved over here and then we'll come back to this. So
Yeah, I'm just looking for information.
I didn't, I just found out about it, that's all.
Yeah.
Because I talked to him.
I appreciate you sharing.
But what concerned me is putting a water line there with the engineer doing the embankment. Is that affecting it at all? They're gonna put rocks in there and do all that stuff, right? For the bedding, for the
Stabilization.
stabilization for the water line?
They'll dig it out and they'll put a bed of rocks in the water line, but.
Yeah.
It all depends on the soil, you know, is it clay, is it sand or anything like that?
And I guess before he does it, we should probably discuss, do we want him to come back that extra? Was he talking like 3 or 4 inches into the road to,
I just talked with Landon today and they were talking that they were moving it just to the edge of the road, right where you're talking, just maybe a foot or so at that road.
so we'll lose a little of the top for now,
But we're gonna redo the road.
but we're redoing the road. That's one of the roads we still need to redo is Jefferson. But that way, the water line's gonna be a little under the road. The other question I had for everybody, go ahead.
I
I'm
have a
sorry.
question, okay, if you're going to edge to the road where it is now, that's gonna change my engineering on permitting.
See, that's why I'm saying we should talk about this stuff because it is changing. The other thing I saw that Landon did is he's
And that curbing is critical in stopping the drainage into that.
to where it
Swamp.
flows. Yes, to where it
Yes.
flows.
Yeah.
But they're also on the Spencer Street project, they're coming up and then they're going to the middle of the road and going underneath the train track down, and then they're going over onto Jeff's side up to that curb box, right? The one on the empty lot.
I'm not sure how far they're
He
actually.
was showing me the map and when I saw that, then he's gonna replace the 2 lines going up to the 2 houses.
I didn't know how far they're going, I think the highway's gonna be there, I believe, and I didn't know if they're gonna go right before or after the concrete slab. That's what we're talking to.
It looked like they were going before it and then going underneath it. Going over to Jeff's side of the road and then going underneath it. Which to me, I kind of like that if we ever want to put water down at the park. If we want to put a bathroom in, then we got the water line on that side.
Just like,
Good for
the crowd.
Yeah, I see.
But why do we, maybe you've been through a few, Mary, do you know why we put things in the middle of the road?
I have no idea.
So yeah, that sounds right. I mean, from the picture, yeah, it goes along the left side of the road and then really close, goes into the middle of the road and then goes straight across. Maybe that's a requirement. Isn't that right where the railroad track is though? I mean, maybe
Yeah,
that's
that's
a
where the-
requirement of the railroad that it goes, I mean, we'd have to ask them, but just looking at the illustrations.
I'm just saying trucks and everything go over the. Maybe they have a difference.
I have a question. When we put the new street in here,
Mhm.
the big holdup was they had to have a certified company by the railroad to put the bore
Mhm.
under that road out there.
Yes,
Do you not need it up here too?
that's the same thing. We had to go through all that in order to get this done. Well, we didn't have to, the lady that worked for us, she had to get with the railroad, that special board's going in. It's just, like I said,
No, they haven't done it yet. We've done the application for it. And that's why they started it over there on that side, because they want to get everything up to the railroad done. So that way, when the railroad comes in and says, okay, we're gonna board and we have your flaggers, then they can do that right away, because we're kind of at their disposal with the railroad. But yeah, same requirements are required.
all right, that was only the questions about that. But that is going on, and as soon as they get to Third Street, And they plan on going back, right? I mean, that's,
I just asked for next step and they said Jefferson, so that way they could get out of everybody else's way for their project.
Okay.
That's all I asked though, Randy.
yeah, they just,
I just wanted to make sure her project and Third Street project, everything was out of everybody's way, so that way they could all coexist.
so in our question with them taking 4 inches or whatever, are we putting that back on the road? So when she does the curving, it goes back to where the engineer has already planned on?
Sounds like sounds like an engineer's gonna have to look at it, because just arbitrarily picking 4 inches right at the edge might cause issues with
Well,
where
that's
the curve is gonna go.
I think, yeah, I was gonna say, that's what Landon said they were able to do that, is go in that extra 4 inches, so they won't.
Right,
They
but
just
it's like,
put that back in when they're done. I believe that anything, they have to restore everything that is existing. They can't just make our roads smaller.
right, but if the edge of the road, which is right where the curve is where the water line is, then the foundation for the curb is on
Won't be-
top.
Yeah, I get.
Yeah, that's,
It's gonna have to get ripped up if anything ever happens to that. in the water. That's the worst part about it.
well, I would just say that
Leave it
those
where it
engineers
was.
need to talk to each other to make sure that they're not causing a problem where, you know, the water project is absorbing, or the water, wetlands project is absorbing a large cost because it was cheaper for the water project.
Now, if it goes back to the original, it shouldn't matter, right? Because it doesn't affect theirs, because they already planned around it, so you just go back to the original without moving it.
Putting the extra 4 inches back on.
Yeah,
Because like Corey said, that road will be totally redone. That's one of our final roads in town. All the rest of them have been redone.
Is that the 34 feet wide too?
36.
36 feet wide? Sorry.
46.
and we want tire ripping curbs.
Anyway, no, Whitney's the other one we need.
I did try to get the smooth slope curves so that people, like, that was a specific concern that was brought up, is that people, when they park, that the curves cause tires, so we need an extra 1.5 foot so that so they don't get too close to the curb for the 6 times a year they're gonna park there.
No, you mean that slate
Yes,
raise, the slate raise, so they feel it before they hit the curb.
exactly.
All right, I'm sorry. Continue on.
Okay. Old business deposit feeder costs.
So I did order the deposit feeder and, I did sign up with the US Treasury to be able to use it. So I just signed all of that yesterday, so by the end of the month, we'll be up and running, which would be super awesome.
Changes.
Oh, shoot. I put that in there twice. No, there was no changes to any cost or anything
Okay.
like that. I just
Well, it's
wanted to
fee
let you guys
updates.
know that I had done that.
Making sure.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you made the changes in here, right?
Yes. And I had sent everybody a copy, so if there's anything that you saw that needed updated or changed, that would be the time other than what we talked about at the meeting.
This is the first reading, right? So, I don't have to read the whole thing, just the title. Gonna read like the changes to the people?
I posted it publicly in our window, but you are more than welcome to read it. So I'm required to have copies of them in the office if requested, but you're more than welcome to read them, it's whatever you choose to do.
These people probably already have it. Except for him. Okay, so. We don't remember that. A resolution establishing and revisiting the schedule of intermittent opening and closing fees and burial space fees for Riverside Cemetery, St. Joe, Indiana.
No, I didn't hear anything about it. I would definitely ask the county council, this is what you're asking about.
Make a motion that we approve the first reading of this resolution establishing and revisiting or revising, sorry, the schedule of intermittent fees and burial spaces fees.
It's supposed to be internment.
What?
Is it supposed to be in? Interment?
Intermittent.
Not, yeah, sorry.
A resolution establishing and revising the schedule of interment fees and burial space fees for Riverside Cemetery, St. Joe, Indiana.
Second motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Did you guys get a chance to review the meeting minutes?
I'm finishing it right now, sorry.
Oh, no, you're good. Just don't open the good ones. No problem.
Hey, Misty?
Yeah.
I make a motion that we accept the town board meeting minutes of August 11th, 2026.
I second that motion. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Oh. I make a motion that we accept the July waterworks vouchers for the amount of $85,535.76.
That's second motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
I make a motion that we accept the general vouchers in the amount of $29,418.83.
You should have a white one. Okay.
$29,418.83.
Yes.
Second the motion.
All in favor?
Okay.
Andy on the general, not the reason you think that transfer, negative.
Yep, in the payroll? Correct.
So our hourly cemetery is down to $1,000.
Some of we're gonna have to budget higher, huh?
Well, we're gonna have to budget higher for our hourly amount back in, pay increases and we're gonna have more work this year than we, with all the new water main project and there's a lot of 811s that are coming in. I mean, they've gotten a lot more going on.
So, like, we only have 12% left for telephone bills. So, I mean, I'll just, so we'll have to budget a little higher for some of these other ones.
Well, also, we will do better with our telephone and internet once they're forward out here and installed it, because that's gonna cut that price in half,
And that's right.
so. But yes, we're gonna have to factor in increases for the sewer, I mean, everything that's gone up, we need to factor in increases for the budget. That's 100%.
Okay, and then I make a motion that we accept the appropriation report for July.
I'll second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, I make a motion that we accept the bank zero for
Yes.
general for July in the amount of $1,105,075.48.
Second that motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Have comments before I can say them. I don't have comments.
That's why I just read the amendment.
Yeah, I just have comments on that.
think so.
I make a motion to accept Bank Two for water for July in the amount of $152,460.10.
Second that motion.
All in favor?
So just to forewarn you, in August, with the state revolving fund, you're going to have 4 additional accounts and 2 additional banks. I'm in the process of figuring out how to do it all correctly, so, but it will look different. Yeah,
Those
And-
numbers might be too big for me to read.
and, well, they should be separate. Yeah, they'll be separated. So let's have you have bank 1, bank 2, then you're gonna have 3 and 4.
I'm sorry, which one do I have to initial?
Oh, the very last one. It's, receipts, yep.
Please. Just-
You've done it all. Thank you. Yeah, I right next to it, so. We're good. Thank you.
You asked me one thing.
So I was asking if we had an area for rent that they could use, they just want to have, a meeting, for the church that's not on location. So I originally thought they were looking for Liberty Hall. I think they're asking if they can utilize our office space since we have the TV that they can run a loan for too. Which I told them that I would have to bring it up to meeting and see if that's acceptable. Obviously, it would still be paying that rental fee, but. And
You
I
just
would have,
mean this area.
yeah, they wouldn't have any of the other access, and I would come up, unlock it for them and unlock it, not give them a key, but I didn't know if that was acceptable to you guys, and so I let them know that I would have to check with you guys and see what, it doesn't bother me, I'll have everything off the table, but I want to make sure that. What
Do we
you're,
need to do anything with the records?
no, it's all public, there's nothing, but we do have cameras, so I don't think the church is gonna steal our
Yeah.
vouchers from 2012 or
I'm
anything.
not worried about that either. I'm just, there's official records maintenance policies that we have to adhere to, and I don't know what the specific, aspect is with regard to.
I have to keep them, but I don't know of any, I mean, public can come in and go through any of our records at any point in time, but they can't leave with them unless they make copies. So. But, I don't have a problem with the date of being in my office during that time, but obviously that's gonna depend on what you guys would like to do. I have no idea.
We have a zoning board meeting that night.
Yes, we do. So I will be in the office during that time.
That we. Okay, it's gonna be-
I personally don't see any issues if the records keeping isn't an issue.
Oh, either.
I mean, it's a community thing. So, it'd be nice to get a TV over in Leaky Hall for everybody who rents. If we're ever able to do that, I think that'd be
Well, and on that, I mean,
Alternatively, I can,
because a lot
I'd
of
totally
people,
be volunteering to lend the church a projector. If they just wanted to project on the wall at the other hall.
well, you could totally do that too.
I was just gonna say, I've heard a lot of people say when they do, anniversaries and they do things like that, they
Like a video.
like a slideshow
Gotcha.
with the TV. So, I mean, that's what I'm saying, if we could get one over there. Doesn't have to be too much.
We
I
can
don't
take
know if
this
that's a
one.
great idea.
This one would be fine for things like that. This is not a smart TV. It was given to us for free and the idea was great, but I can't project to it without running a cord all the way down here. Whereas if we purchased a different TV for here, then I could Bluetooth or project to it.
Did we get the
Is that what the
projector
projector's
for
for?
here?
Yeah, we
It's
do.
sitting there.
We have the projector, forgot about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, somebody wants to set that up. Somewhere.
I think
just
we were
a
planning
pretty
on
big
setting up
light.
right here and projecting against that wall, that, what I remember. I think before we put the,
It was. Yes, we do have the projector, but I mean, I wouldn't, I have, at this table, I mean, if we're gonna switch to making this long, so that way, depending on what you guys wanna do, I mean, we haven't had a discussion, we're not going to keep this table in this area. Maybe we should put it in the smaller room over there, and then that would be really great for meetings like that. I mean, we have the sewer board that meets there all the time, things like that. I mean, a table like this may be used well, depending on what you guys tend to do, I guess is the right thing to say. Right now I have it all squared up because it's kind of in there.
You just email him that that's fine.
If you guys are fine, or like unanimously, you're all comfortable with that?
I've got no concerns.
Yeah, because I'm gonna be in here preparing for the zoning board meeting. I'll just stay in my section and make sure.
Are you anticipating the same rental fee?
Huh?
Yes. Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is that any issue? I can let them know it's different. Okay.
No, I just, different place, I just didn't know if they had a different fee.
I've never rented it before, so. That would be up to your guys' discretion, I guess.
I would think it'd be the same price. I mean, here they get a TV, but over there they get like a whole kitchen.
Yeah, they got a
So-
whole, yeah. I mean, I definitely wouldn't make it a regular thing. I don't want to be
Right,
here hanging
right.
out for everybody's stuff, but
Mhm.
since I'm already going to be in the office, it doesn't
For
bother
church,
me.
yeah.
And if they ever wanted again, that's another reason I think maybe a smart TV here would be smart.
Well,
Put that over there. That way they can use it.
well, I could smart into the projector. So what I'm saying, with him reminding me, we have a projector.
Mhm.
We
We
don't
could
need a
move
TV.
this completely. I do
Just
not
put
need
on
it.
the wall.
Mhm. I think that that would be great. If you guys would like to have that done, I can work with the guys and have them move it.
Put it over there.
One more thing.
I can work with Sam, like,
Would you rather a smart TV over there rather than the dumb one?
No,
cause it's not gonna be high like
that's a
this.
lot of liability. To be putting a big old expensive TV over there.
Their TVs are expensive. You can buy a 55-inch television for
$300.
$200-300.
For $50, that's their deposit. That's what I'm saying. Like, we're not gonna buy a new TV with their deposit if they break it.
Take it home with them.
So we're just gonna move this one to over there, I think, that would work. Because I'm not utilizing it, Randy. There's no reason
Mhm.
why we should purchase something when we have something that's not being utilized.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I didn't know if, having a smart TV, if we could rub it out or whatever, it'd be better TV instead of a projection.
Projector, it's good for you folks that use readers.
I've watched a movie on the one that Zeb has and it's just.
Super clear.
as TV, just as good.
Yeah.
Which surprised me, for the record, Randy. So let's talk about this then. I can just rent them Lacey Hall if the guys move the TV. And then we're good.
That works also.
Can you have the TV moved by the 3rd of September?
That's
2 weeks.
15 days, to be exact.
We check on the mowing days. No,
It's gonna rain tomorrow.
By the time it's dry, the junk over there.
So, if we can get the TV moved, then we'll just keep the church over there.
But if not, well, so,
By when?
The
15
3rd.
days, September 3rd.
It's gonna rain tomorrow. Okay. And do you have a preference on where that goes in the big hall, in the smaller portion? You think it would be better use in the bigger area?
Yeah,
Okay,
that would be better.
all right. And then, yeah, guys, think on what we're doing with this table situation, because I have way too much table in my office. And then I did reach out, I'm just, because everybody's being quiet. I did reach out to, both the attorneys I had mentioned at the previous meeting. I've not gotten a response back yet, but, you know, it's been a week,
Yeah.
so. And I did not reach out to them the very next day, so, I just wanted to let you know that I am still trying to find out their availability, and then I will email out to all of you and see if we can't make something happen, or we can have a legal executive session.
Gordon, got anything?
Did you guys know where you wanna put TV at? What wall?
Somewhere in the big room.
Yeah,
Close to a plug, preferably not on the wall with the window.
Your biggest wall is the wall that backs your front part. That's the most space.
they're probably in the center of that.
And I don't know about outlets, but the opposite wall does have outlets, because we use those for recording. We have meetings there.
So you want the garage side or?
Wouldn't that be good in the bathroom doors?
It's,
The office side, Third Street side is the one that has the,
pictures.
well, it has, yeah, and it has the, outlets, two outlets on each side of it, so. You can move the pictures here and here and put it in the center maybe,
They're pretty tall.
the picture.
They're pretty tall.
They're about as big as that.
TV.
Mary, did you have a copy of your report
Maybe all
for
five
the
of
file?
it.
I can make a copy.
TV.
Move the pictures.
Cause you got the,
I'll make a copy.
you got the closet door and then the big door on the other end. And there's outlets on that wall too. In fact, they're higher up, aren't they?
On the back wall.
On the garage wall. Aren't they up in here? I mean, where's, Yeah.
So,
I would, I'm sorry, I would say put it on the garage wall. Higher up because the outlets are higher, so kids wouldn't play with it. On the Third Street wall, they're down there with it. So,
I think that sounds great. I just don't
Put it in
think
the
we should
middle.
put it where it's facing the bathroom.
Yeah.
Other than that, I'm comfortable, whatever you guys think.
Yes, west wall,
garage side.
garage wall.
I did order the tiles. I think they're gonna not be delivered, but I think about all around the 28th of this month. Price was still the same as the paper. I was gonna wait till winter, made it more like a winter project, but didn't want the prices to change from now till then, so. Then I did get that rolled back up. I was looking at some different hangers because I walked around the rest of the building and there's more than
Just one spot, yeah.
just the one spot. It's not falling down, but the nails are coming out, so, I'm gonna get some different hangers so we can at least make sure the rest of them are off here.
What about the trim? Is it both? I mean, are we gonna need new boards or
Behind it,
on some of the trim that's,
the guy that are hanging.
yeah,
I mean, even at that, it seemed like it was slippery, sturdy when I got the handle of the old nails back in.
Alright.
So, I don't know if it's gonna affect your project or not, but I talked with Nathan Landon today on Third Street. They have pink marks on all the trees that are gonna be removed. For the Third Street project over there. And they were saying that they could possibly start next Monday.
Yeah.
What else? We did get the meter for the flow meter for the hydrants, so if anybody else is gonna use anything for water, for like CertNet or anybody else coming in town, we can actually,
Where are we talking about putting that meter?
It's a portable hydrant one.
You just,
So whenever the hydrant is being taken from, it would go on that hydrant.
where they're gonna draw from. It's only about this big, you know, pick it up one way with it.
you just plug that in before the hose.
Yeah, you just screw it on and then they attach their hose or whatever to it. And then as you turn the water on, it's got a meter like down at the trailer park and it spins.
So is Surf still getting water? Because from my house, I saw the fire department twice the other day, and then I think it was Surf.
Not to my knowledge, surf should not be in our area.
Kirk was out of town, July, I think.
End of June,
There was a white truck over there and it had a big,
it might
They
have
had an outage over the weekend, I think Thursday and a Friday or something like that.
There are 2 outages over the
Yeah,
game.
something like that. So they,
Okay.
that's probably why you see them sitting over there.
okay.
One of the outages was the entire state, not just the local area though.
Yeah.
I did on that reach out to Landon about the water use and, his response was, the town provided ERCOT with water to perform portholing was not a cost line item for this project. It was never brought up or asked during the bidding phase nor the pre-construction meeting whether the town would provide the contractor with water. Typically, the contractor builds in their costs to perform potholing for utilities and other various pay items of the project. Potholing is a great way to locate utilities to migrate damage, but that is per the contractor's means and method, but is not required. So we are not obligated to give water usage freely. That's the way I transferred it. So I don't know how, if you guys know what you want to do. If you'd like to charge them like we would normally.
I think it's very reasonable to, charge the fee, the posted fees. If the expectation is that that's their responsibility.
Which is totally great with me. I
You
think,
charge them, sorry,
Yes.
you don't feel like doing the water project is sufficient for utilizing.
Well, usually,
We're paying them.
usually they put it in the contract that they're going to use it. And then they pay for it. But it's not even in the contract, so it's kind of a above expense.
yeah, we're already paying a lot of money to do the project.
And now,
It's just additional expenses we incur. And whatever you guys decide to do, if we are planning on charging them since it's monetary, I would think that maybe a motion would be really good.
I think it's already in the established fees for the water usage.
No, I meant to charge for a cop. Like to invoice them. That was what I meant.
for the amount of water in which they're using. So, I'll make a motion that, ERCOT be charged for the water project, any water that is being used by them,
Drawn from the town.
drawn from the town hydrant.
Second the motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
What are the procedures for that company to perform? Are they to hook it up themselves? They come to get you? Do you write down the amount on the meter? How is this going to be handled? Is he going to keep the young man down there? Going to be the one that install the meter, take the meter off? How is this process going to work?
I don't think the procedures have been established yet since we just received the device. But I think it'd be entirely reasonable since Corey spends a significant amount of time, monitoring ongoing road projects and infrastructure projects that probably already available doing that type of thing anyway.
One day we'll take pictures of the meter itself before and after. When they're done, we'll remove it, put it back in the garage until if and when they need more
Sound good?
at a different date or the same day. So then we have to schedule it, let's make sure someone's gonna be available.
My assumption.
Nothing else?
It's fine.
Okay.
Or are you gonna write an official document for those procedures? So
Video.
fun video,
We're gonna make a video tutorial. If you would
I
like,
guess that's what I was looking at.
Would you like me to?
Location.
yeah.
if you just let me know if there's any changes to it, I can create something you could. Just to have. If you want one.
Is that also? With that burning?
Do they already tell us how much they drew since they've got,
They give us,
they're another municipal organization?
they do monthly. Georgia gives us a,
Is it-
sometimes it's at the end of the
Georgia?
year.
Pays for non-emergencies, so training, things like
Mhm.
that, and the trustee pays me. Then they just send me a check with the amount that they utilize. Now, if it's an emergency, they don't pay us because we pay them to be our emergency, fire department.
I do have one more thing, let's do whatever you have to.
Well,
Angie, is this something that, it's not a state law, but with the grass mowing and everything, and us trying to keep our drains and everything clean, can we send out something asking the residents, and I don't know if it's one of our own ordinance or not, with actually mowing the grass out into the road. I try and clean it up as much as I can. I know it's wet. Sometimes that's just what happens. But there's significant amount of grass that people are just blatantly blowing out there for no.
I just mowed and blew my back in today.
yeah, that's what I do. I do my,
I mean, even over on, Third Street, Fourth Street, at that intersection.
Yeah.
That was horrible over there, when we were potholing that. I mean, everybody up top just lets everything just blow off the road and it washes right now.
And,
And that would help us, a lot.
cleaning drains.
And like I said, I don't know if we have an ordinance within town or not.
I don't think it's on any of them as far as the grass clippings.
There are a few states that have, clean waterways ordinances, or clean waterways, codes at the state level. Because, clippings and cuttings going directly into waterways causes algae blooms and other things. So it wouldn't be, there'd be a lot of, source material for us to draw an ordinance off of. Something that you guys wanted to do.
Not a bad idea. Putting a lot of money into making things, yeah.
It wouldn't be that big of a deal, people just, if they did it, just blow back in. And I would have to rig up something on the leaf blower, try and, clean it up after them.
I remember somebody coming in here, I don't even been Richie, motorcycle.
yeah, it's very
Really?
dangerous.
It's very dangerous for them. It's like.
I just searched and it said there's no overreaching Indiana state law banning it, but DeKalb County, Indiana and its municipalities treat yard debris on the road as illegal public hazard or nuisance.
Yeah, if you're shoveling your driveway and you have little windrows and a car comes, lose control, you're responsible for all their loss. Because you created that windrow, that created the conditions on the road. That's why when you plow snow in the winter, you gotta be very careful with all your contracts, not leave any windrows. Cause you're responsible for any idiot that comes through.
I mean, it's definitely something that, I could create a flyer for and have Carrie post something on Facebook about, you know,
In
the
reference.
the dangers of and the issues with it in general.
Mhm.
And then if you guys want to go past like our public hazard or nuisance ordinances and create one specifically for that, you know, I can look into what that would be. If you don't, I mean, just let me know what you guys want.
We can almost add it into ours, just what they say,
Right.
the same thing. Into our
That's
nuisance.
what I'm saying, there's a lot of source material to draw it off of.
Somebody would just have to enforce it.
Yeah, you do. I know.
Yeah.
We're gonna look in the direct like you, we're gonna fail.
Okay.
They're just gonna tell me, well, so-and-so does it. That's all I keep hearing.
My dog pooped in the yard.
Well, so-and-so's dog does it. Every time I say something to somebody, that's what they tell me. So fun. Mike George, I didn't get back to me either on adding, hydrants. Yeah. I meant to
Where
message
to?
him today, but I forgot, sorry.
Oh, the thing we talked about on the,
On our walk.
on the walk, yeah.
Yeah.
Seeing it.
Mapping out where the hydrants are connected to.
So I'll message him again tomorrow because I'm not in school.
I appreciate that.
Okay.
I do have a question, with the easement for Jeff Powell, are we getting a signed agreement with him? So that way we can make sure it's all,
When we're ready.
okay,
His lawyer's gonna draw up something.
okay.
But for the steps and stuff that he's got started, we don't have to do anything there.
No, cause
Because
it'll be
it's
up on our
ours.
property.
Yeah. Yeah, so, but yes, he's gonna have his lawyer and by then we should have our lawyer. But yes,
Okay.
absolutely.
We hope.
I'm
It took us more than 6
trying.
months last time.
The only other thing, Mary, you had brought that up, that they were gonna make that decision. Did they make it yet? As far as new core?
Welcome.
Well,
Tax abatement,
The zoning board met and approved the redistricting or title is now industrial.
Right.
And then they went to the county has approved the abatement. They're waiting now for the county ordinance.
Okay.
To be signed and presented, and that will be the next meeting.
okay. Thank you.
I give the floor to you.
Hello, everybody. My name is Rick Meyer. I'm from Hicksville. Your greenway here is sort of an oasis for me, just a sanctuary. I'm working on tons of stuff and right now, it came up the other year when I was walking the Midway. I'm working different ideas for cultural and networking events, and I'm basically here just today to find out if you guys would be interested at all. For me to continue an idea to rent the Greenway to have a culture, like an art music festival with trade show and some education thrown in.
I for one would absolutely love that.
Me too, cause I always thought it'd be neat walking along and there were things.
But I don't think it would be a rental since we don't own it.
Well, I was
Yeah.
gonna say, Mary, who would he have to really speak to? I know Phil Carpenter was,
I'm currently that is school property.
okay,
Which
So-
part of the Greenway? The,
Most of the
the whole-
Greenway
It
is.
is.
oh, I thought it was,
It's
I
not
thought it was,
school.
no, the,
Okay.
St. Joey.
the irrevocable trust has it,
Who's trying?
the irrevocable trust from, St. Joe, what was it?
Inc., I thought it
Is it
was.
St. Joe Inc?
Yeah, I thought it was, because it was set up with Phil and then the other guy was the president. And they put it into like an incorporation or whatever. and he-
Problem, that's when we. figured
But it
it's
was
not
St. Joe,
the school.
obviously because of the river.
Oh, yeah.
But I thought the parks, when you were doing the greenways and stuff, they would have that information of who exactly
The
runs it.
last information that I reached out to get was that your county records, that most of that property is owned by the school, or title to the school.
So Frank titled it when they did the greenway?
Well, they still
That's not-
own it. It's an easement. It's like an alley. You still own halfway into your alley,
Right.
even though it's its own entity. Same difference. It's its own entity. It's an easement that they created a company for that holds it, or an irrevocable trust, irrevocable. You know what I mean?
I investigated that because there was discussion on maintenance,
Right.
takes care of it.
Yep,
Right.
that's part of their irrevocable trust the agreement is that, that it needs to be maintained. And as long as it's maintained, that irrevocable trust and the easement itself is not to be revoked.
St. Joseph River Park, Inc.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that was when we previously were talking with, the Reinhardts, that came up.
I thought we were looking for somebody that we could have our people
So
take care of it.
So who is that?
There is a name associated with it. I
I'm gonna try to
don't,
find
I
it.
don't know if he's still around.
Because I know originally it was Phil Carpenter was part of that,
Yeah, him and one
and,
other guy.
with the preacher.
The one other guy, that's what I said, I can't remember his name. But they were the two, after Frank left, they were the two that took care of it for a long time.
And I would, there was some funding for that and dollars left for that.
Mhm.
And that endowment is still open and active at the community foundation.
Yeah, that's why I thought the ink was still around.
Mhm.
It was
Yeah,
still-
it's irrevocable. I looked it up, last year when we were talking about this. It's still active status.
We just gotta find who.
Who's currently managing it?
Now, that being said, I don't know that they would need permits or anything
No.
like that if they would do like a donation and it's public, right? It's a
'Cause
public walkway.
That's what I was gonna say. Are you wanting it on the Greenway itself?
So,
Cause it is just, anybody can go use it. So,
But the property to the west is privately owned from the greenway to a certain point. So they couldn't set up like tents or anything to the west of the greenway because of that Reinhardt's property
Right.
at that point.
right,
would that be, would that yard?
Yeah.
Okay, so basically my vision was all within that yard. But if, somebody gave me Reinhardt's name as far as that yard on the other side of the bridge.
Oh, on the other side of the bridge?
Yeah, it's.
Oh, that's
I,
like past the end of the Greenway?
yeah, well, I plan on, well, if this was even something feasible, yeah, somebody told me that was his property and I would like to get a hold of him about
No,
that.
that is,
That's the Amish
that's
folks on
the
the
old-
Yeah.
corner.
I think that we're thinking County Road 64, and I think he's talking about the Wrought
The other
Iron
side.
Bridge.
On the other side with a nice little grass
Which
area.
bridge are you referring to?
Okay, the bridge on Spencerville Road?
64.
64.
Oh, yeah.
cause he came from.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
from Hicksville, so, yeah, so if you just go to the end of the greenway, and you're down under the bridge, like that yard behind the field.
That's the Amish guy that owns.
Corner.
Yeah,
On the
north,
corner of
north,
64?
yeah, north of 64 is,
Just south of.
yeah, all right, yeah. North 64 is the Reinhardt's, South 64 is the Amish, first I don't know the name of.
And he bought that actual first plot from Reinhardt there. The guy on the corner bought one lot on this side of 64.
Okay.
Garden there.
Okay.
I guess my thing is, I would worry about the insurance and stuff on as far as,
Well,
I would probably talk to the school first,
Right,
because it
you
is
might have better luck
yeah.
needed to them to where
this side.
they will know.
So I was just looking into some insurance just the last couple of days, just real general stuff.
Mhm.
Who I might be able to get a hold of about this stuff. And then, when was here the other week, I was kind of looking through, there are two places that I'm like, so when you first go, like, down by the river, to the right, there is, that would probably have to be fenced off somehow, at least for this event. And then, towards the end, there is a lookout bench, and it's probably the best place to observe the river.
Mhm.
That bench, I think it's sort of eroded, so it's pretty
Getting
close.
yeah.
I probably approach you guys, like, depending on how well, you know,
Project goes.
yeah, and, about possibly seeing if you guys would be interested in having me or getting people to move that back where it's not right close to the edge there. Those were as far as walking through, those are like safety liabilities. I don't plan on having any alcohol at all. In fact, there was two ideas with that. If people are interested, sending traffic to, O's, or, one of the ideas for activities was kind of a hayride type situation. And, I understand that there's a winery, either, it might be all the way in Auburn, but
Like
It's
Highway
on
35,
35.
no, that's not a
Right.
winery anymore.
They're not?
That goes on June 3rd,
Yeah, they shut
that down.
Byler's. on
Yeah.
June 3rd.
Not like that.
Yeah, they just closed.
okay,
They can go to Seckler and get pickled meat right there.
okay.
That's what we're known
Pickle's a
for.
big thing here.
Yeah, that's what we're known for.
Okay.
You didn't come to the pickle festival, did you?
I don't think I've been, if I was ever to a pickle festival, it was when I was a kid, so.
Okay. Can you do me a favor after hearing that, leave? No, I think this is a great idea.
Yeah.
I've always walked along there thinking it'd be neat to have things to stop and
I
see and
don't
do.
think that, I think if you just would put it up and you guys just put little like tiny tents up along there, just do your thing and draw people in without advertising. You can't, you're not taking money, you're just doing your thing as if you were going down to the park, setting up a birthday party. That's all you're doing. That's all that is. So honestly, there's a lot of loopholes there that you can look at.
Well, if we pursue this, then I want to make sure that,
Who's the
you
new
know, we're not,
principal?
Nick Beard.
Maybe you can get his
Mhm.
number.
pushing any boundaries that we don't need to.
Because I think
and,
that's the place.
it can
Right,
be
I
beneficial
think I would
to
start there.
everyone, so.
Yeah.
Well, so should I go ahead and get a hold of, like, the school administration, or is there a school board, or?
Both, but, you could talk to Nick Beard, who's our new principal here.
Okay. Something,
If you want to give me your info, I can give it to him at school tomorrow.
sure,
Might be easier,
yeah,
or you could just call there and ask them, whatever's best for you.
but we can do both,
That works.
I'll probably, call up there.
Perfect.
So,
And then before you leave, I can show you this website that will show you along the river who owns that property. So that way, if you want to reach out to them, you can.
yeah, excellent. Good,
Mhm.
good,
Great, thank you.
yeah.
Sounds exciting.
Is that it? Is that all you have?
Part of the, trails information that we receive each quarter does a count on who's, using the trails in DeKalb County, Allen County, or DeKalb County, all over really. And also they have count on the River Freeway. And we have, I would say in a month, there's like close to 1,900 counts.
Wow.
Counts, so it is activity. There's one board member that says it's not right because people are coming and going trail. They're all-
They walk the kids down there a
Yeah.
lot. I mean, there's a lot of kids that go down there just from
A lot
the.
of Johnson.
It's really,
Yes.
Forest spots. It's called
Just need
forest
to make it
spots.
longer.
Most of the time when I'm on there, there's usually a few people enjoying it. It's very cool.
It is. I'm walking. You're welcome.
If you need any help contacting other people along this process, reach out to any of us. Sounds like we're all in support of,
Okay,
bringing events to the area.
okay, very cool. You guys have a Facebook page, correct?
I was gonna say,
We do.
I'm not on Facebook.
If you guys are interested in like working with them, we'll write down like the numbers or something.
But we do have a Facebook page.
we also, yeah, Town of St. Joe has a Facebook page and it has a email and phone number.
Okay, well, I have, so I do this, I design all kinds of stuff, events, I've been doing this for a long time too, so, I usually go down there just to enjoy. Well, the other year I went down and kind of just imagined the whole thing as I was on my walk, and then I kind of went back and wrote down all the notes for what I see there. It might be a little too much, at least for a first event, but, so I have plenty of ideas.
Don't forget to have a canoe race. I mean,
Can you raise?
Oh, yeah. We used to have pickle fest and those.
Okay, so, the under the bridge, I thought was a wonderful environment. I didn't even think about this till I was taking these notes. There was a couple guys down there that was just clearing stuff out because they do the run from the access to the bridge. When I was younger, we would do the access to Spencerville.
Yeah.
That's a wonderful flow, so I'm hoping I can get sort of a pop-up. I looked the last couple of years when I was looking to do some kayaking. I don't think there's any companies around, but hopefully we can get a group to.
In Leo, there's one that rents canoes and
Okay.
Yeah. I think
Excellent.
Eddie's. yeah.
Eddie's and Leo's. Yeah.
But a lot of people around this area kayak and canoe down there, so there's a lot. Just in town, there's probably good 50
You can go too.
kayak.
Okay,
There on 64 where you're talking, there used to be a elk branch there that used to rent kayaks and canoes.
oh, right on the other side of,
The bridge on the left-hand side.
Yeah, camping and everything.
Yeah.
Pretty
I
cool.
campground there years ago.
okay. All right. I'm excited about this.
Well, and Newcore just told us that they're always looking to volunteer, so.
Okay.
Randy, your stuff's already on the front. That would be your.
No, his email or anything.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I
thought it was.
need you guys to let me know
Sorry.
what you would like on your business cards. I have some to just print off the printer. It'd be much easier to just have those.
Right.
So,
Whatever you want, everything. Okay.
so I need to know if you guys would like your cell phones or what number you would like listed on there, or if you would like just your email on there, or, any contact that would be directly to you.
You can give them my phone the next one.
Because I did order, or have paper to make business cards for everyone. They're not gonna be as fancy as some business cards, but at least you could have something to hand out in situations like this.
Green.
But I don't know what to tell you, the
Yeah,
paper.
these were nice because all that information.
Yeah, we're gonna do away with that. You're good.
You got anything?
Yeah, I do. I was wanting to know if you guys, noticed the influx of, what's the current,
WatchNet.
WatchNet, the influx of ink. Our Wi-Fi at the diner, we're back to where we're not able to do credit cards, to where they're now calling us at home or wherever we're at to process them on our phone because there's no internet. I know that we've been working real close with SurfNet. I don't know if we have anything potentially in the works with them, where the town can get a better deal, and then maybe the businesses can pitch in, say, $10 on our water bill to get internet from you guys from SurfNet. That way it's like versus us looking at paying $135 a month, which, in a small 48-seater diner, that's not an expense that you really look for. You never had them before, is where you're forced to do the internet. But all these, point of sales. Every one of them is requiring higher internet than what this here offers. They're all laughing at it when we come. It's watching that, and they're like, might as well have.
So we can't upgrade our.
So we can't upgrade our credit card readers or get a new POS because, the internet from that. So I just wondered if you guys had any ideas of maybe moving forward with, the SurfNet. I'm getting a group for the town. That way you guys can give it to the, a smaller percentage, like, if you get like Netflix, you can give it out to a couple of your family members that need the same thing. You guys would be a big brother, and you guys just giving it to the kids out that are working here. Not necessarily homeowners, but, your businesses. That way we can have internet that is, because of WatchNet isn't gonna do it. I mean, that's not an expense that the diners, wanting to take on that extra $135 a month. But I mean, we're getting to the point now where I have waitresses reading credit card numbers in the diner because we can't get them to process. So it's not a good look.
Stressed out.
Yeah,
So do we do this for second time around at Jeff's Auto?
So the agreement is that because we let WatchNet utilize our tower, and
Mhm.
if I'm wrong there, please correct me.
No, I think that's what,
Because we let them use our tower for rental, like they have their equipment up there,
They
we
get
get
5.
5 free slots.
Yeah.
Obviously, we don't have an agreement like that with Surf. They're not utilizing any of
Right.
our equipment, but then because we got those 5 free spots at some point in time, way before me, they utilize those for local businesses as,
Mhm.
a nicety, since we got them for free.
When we switched over to Surf, I had asked a question around whether or not we needed separate connections for each of our other buildings. We had talked about potentially putting a point-to-point connection. Is I think from the, not like the,
In the garage?
right across the street, like
Curry.
the Curry building, that's tall enough to see all those buildings. And that we could have a point-to-point hub from there to service all of those buildings. And your building's right next to it.
So you're saying like they put like an antenna? Okay.
so it is something that is in the mix. And
It's something that we're looking into, and we just need to know from Surf whether or not we're allowed to distribute that internet to the other buildings.
Yeah, and then it goes back to the very beginning. Well, WatchNet, you guys are using this, but are you updating it, or are you just letting it go to crap it? Because you can tell on the Wi-Fi signal that they're not keeping up with the band that's coming. I mean,
Corey, did they update it over there in the garage?
For what?
WatchNet.
WatchNet, do they, when things get newer, do they do any updating?
The only time I see him is that somebody
Something's
calls-
wrong.
Or he calls me and says, hey, I need you to power cycle the tower at 3 o'clock in the morning in the snow. Go out there and plug it back in.
Maybe that's what you need to do. Maybe that will help the problem they're having.
Go and plug it in.
reset it.
I'm just saying.
A lot of times when you do that, turn your computer off, turn it on, it updates. That's true.
I don't know if that's how it works.
That's what I'm wondering. There has to be something, whether it comes from them or, like I said, where you guys, because you guys are gonna have internet from,
Service,
Surf. Yes.
so it's something where we can split up, branch off to the businesses or whatever in town. That'd be great.
Yeah, because we still have 5 then. Like I said, does Jeff do it or does he?
Yeah, he still has it, but he gets no signal.
I know, I've been over there, he's tried to order stuff.
Yeah.
And second time around, does Lamar have ours?
I don't think
Because
so.
I don't have them memorized. I would have to look at the contract.
Okay.
I can prepare that or email that to you. I just don't have it memorized.
Well, we don't
I
have
know
any
that we did it, like-
businesses.
The Mary's.
You have it,
You
okay.
have,
You have WatchNet?
No,
No, I have started,
Okay.
I got tired of Verizon.
All the small ones, yeah. Okay,
We've been.
yeah, we'll look into
we
that.
did the bullet train.
thank you.
You guys have anything?
I don't think I have anything else.
I don't think so.
When you say something, I might think of something else. I don't know.
Just waiting on you to do that. Randy, you got anything?
No, that's pretty much the attorney thing I was wanting to know. She answered that. The only
So-
thing as far as the hydrant meter real quick, to me, if we had one like at the school and we had the meter there, that would always read. We wouldn't have to have the on-call.
Yeah,
That was
but you wouldn't
mine.
want to
But
have the
that's why it's
draws from the same
portable
place every
and-
time though.
Yeah.
It's
a lot
messing with the
coming.
sediment.
Mhm.
I
And it's not
didn't mess with it
convenient
when
compared to. what-
The pickle pest grew so much.
Well, I don't know, you should look at my backyard, all my concrete's covered with rust now, all the sediment that came out.
Oh, yeah, when it, yeah, that's true.
Okay, so, do you have the stuff ready for us to look at for the budget? No. Oh. I didn't have time between last week and this week to do all this.
Are you able to ask a question from Sir, on whether or not we can distribute that to our other buildings?
But I still can't, they got a board. So yes, I will totally ask that.
Thank you.
I just don't know,
When the answer.
when I will have that answer for you.
I appreciate it.
Oh, I just remembered something because I did, get the invoices out for all of the water repairs for SUR. They asked for pictures, we sent them pictures. I think everything is all on the up and up and we shouldn't have any problems. They didn't ask me for anything else. They wanted dates, pictures, proof and an invoice, and I sent all of those out.
Awesome. Good.
Just, up to
We have to get a new plow.
The whole new plow?
Yeah. Well, I
We
mean,
knew that,
I
but
was gonna say, I've seen,
I'm reminding us.
Yeah.
Cause that's gonna sneak up on us quick and,
it's gonna be a big
I
bill.
thought we were still welding it back together every year.
no, we're done with that.
Now we're welding the truck back together.
I don't know.
Side,
Um,
oh, you didn't hear that?
No, I hadn't heard that. I have an F-150 you can, borrow if you wanna hook it up to that. It's my farm truck,
What color is it?
white.
I had a feeling.
Oh,
Yeah.
See? Yes, Elvin.
Well, I mean, if you wanna paint over all the rust.
I have a request from the board,
Yes, sir.
trying to understand your accounting system. I reviewed, everything that was posted or published in minutes. And, I'd like to request, a past procedure. The previous boards used to, document revenue. In other words, put down the amount of revenue per month that was coming in. They also did it per month and year to date. You give me the funds and you give me the expenses, but I'm missing the revenue that's coming into town.
Okay.
So if I could ask the board to consider per month and year to date to be included in the minutes, I would appreciate it.
Okay.
And part of my confusion is like your last report for your Fund 1 or whatever was hit 569,000. And you turn around tonight and tell me that it now has 1,105,000. Okay? Your previous report for July for the waterworks was 220,000. And I turn around here tonight, it's 152,000. I can understand that revenue comes in and revenue goes out, and also accounts go up and accounts go down. But if I look at your activity from January, your posted or documented numbers that you provided me say that over that course of time, your one fund lost $117,000. Your other fund lost $5,317. Now, that's a difference of $123,000. Looking at the audit, it said that in January, your numbers were now straight. They corrected the previous problems. But this indicates to me that something's still going on that really, have asked you to
Yeah.
enlighten me on. So help me, revenue would really, and you did it in the past. It was part of the regular minutes in the past.
So as far as this is
It's on your fund report. You just need to read them aloud.
when we read, I mean.
Yep.
yeah.
Can you please read me the numbers that you said I read last month?
The minutes that are posted online give you,
For which date?
uh,
For which month or the?
July.
July.
No, we just did July's today.
Yeah, we just did, so it's June's.
Okay, but your minutes for July, you approved $569,746. Now, I understand it's a month late to start with, but was this the 45 days late? These are the numbers that I'm looking at. You can look at your minutes, take your numbers, and from from January to July, those numbers are in the minutes. And that's what I have to look at.
So generally, we've been reading the amount dispersed and the current balance. So the current balance we read is based off of Bank 0 and Bank 2 fund reports. Bank 2, I believe, is the water,
Yes.
and Bank 0 is our general funds. And so we read those off every month. There was a procedure that we added, was it last year we started doing it, or or right after our last audit? So not this year's audit, but the audit from 2 years ago, is the paper that you sign each time.
Yeah.
It's just the president signs.
Just reviewing receipts that are in and.
Yeah, the receipts themselves are the accounts receivable, as in how much we received, and she reads off that number each time as well. And so those were the numbers that you were asking for, is that right?
No.
There's no accounts receivable numbers in the minutes.
They don't have to be voted on, they're not motions.
Okay,
But
I can read them to you.
I'm not attending all the meetings, that's why the minutes are
Right.
online,
But
correct?
yeah, but I can read them to you right now too, if you want.
No, I'm.
Just add
asking
it
you
on
to
there.
Consider,
Okay,
add them to the minutes,
okay.
so
okay?
read them aloud.
the number that's on the sheet that you signed.
Yeah,
So read that,
But
yeah,
it's the same thing that's on your
Yeah.
report.
Yeah.
Correct.
the revenue year to date, and
okay.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie to you, I might forget that next time because I'm not in habit yet, but
I'll just put a note
Just-
next to it that it needs to
Right.
I'm
be.
gonna say when she initials.
Mhm.
So we go on.
read it aloud, okay. But isn't that only one? Cause I only did one.
Yeah, I just do it as a whole, but both of them are right there, yeah.
Okay.
So if you're separating them as one bank to the other.
Okay.
Well, I mean, you can just look at, I think you just took my fund report.
I think so.
Can I have it? That's yours. It doesn't matter which one
No,
you give
these are
me.
2 different dates, cause I just pulled my old ones out,
Oh, well, then,
so that's why I was like, But you want what, July?
oh, it does not.
Is that what you wanna look at?
Oh, no, it doesn't matter. So on each one of these listed from our accounting system is the beginning balance of the year, revenue year to date, the dispersed year to date amount, the balance beginning of the month, revenue month to date, dispersed month to date, and current balance. So those are separated out by banks. So bank 1 is all of our general and bank 2 is all of our water, utility. So, yes, and, if you're making like a public service request, I can print all of those out for each month, so you can have those.
No, I would like, I'm just requesting that you follow the trend of the previous board. And the previous board minutes read, water report, revenue year to date, $395, distribution year-to-date, $8,222. And they identified at that time there was a net loss of $627. I'm not a major accountant. All I'm asking you is help me see how we're getting to where we are or where we've been. And they do the same thing for, at that time, general funds. So that's all I'm asking. If you could identify by month what the revenue is, so that it can be compared to the gain in your funds or loss in your funds.
So start adding revenue per month and revenue year to date. Right? Those are what you would like?
Yes, I
Yes.
appreciate that.
Okay.
I think if we just read these aloud, that would be sufficient. Just go through each one and read each column aloud, then everything is there.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
For each bank. Maybe we could do that, when you guys approve the fund report. We'll just make that part of the motion to approve it. Okay.
Thank you.
No problem. Anything else?
Just wanted to, point out, the feedback that you were providing last time. We got a response back from, James Cash from the State Board of Accounts.
He needs you to talk.
Oh, sorry. James Cash from the State Board of Accounts, responded back, based off of the, information that you'd previously provided.
Yes,
And he identified that, the reasoning for having the adverse, notation or opinion on there, was because that, that we don't use as a town, the generally accepted accounting procedures of the United States of America, which is accrual-based accounting. We use, as a town, we use the town of St. Joe of DeKalb County prepares its financial statements on the regulatory basis, which is prescribed basis of accounting established by the state of Indiana State Board of Accounts as allowed by state statute, Indiana Code 5-11-1-6. It's cash-based accounting. And since we're a small community, cash-based accounting makes a whole lot more sense for our finances than accrual-based accounting, because we don't have a large sum of money to draw off of when outgo exceeds income. We can't just float large sums of money. So cash-based, knowing exactly what's in the bank any given day or month of the year is very important to us. And so that's the basis for the adverse opinion, as described by the State Board of Accounts, is that we use cash basis as allowed by the state regulations as opposed to
I
accrual
appreciate
basis.
that. I think if we start to understand the revenue versus that, because cash in, cash out, most of us understand that.
Yep.
Right.
And either way, and I thank you for sharing that with me. And I would like to share a response from the State Board of Accounts to me. Okay? When an elected official asserts they do not work for the town board and deflects inquiries to the State Board of Accounts, they are technically correct about the chain of command. However, but legally wrong about the transparency. Electors have a powerful state level mechanism to break through stonewalling, i.e., and they provided me with a complaint form. Because an elected treasurer answers directly to the voters, not to the council. However, the treasurer is completely bound by public transparency laws and uniform financial standards. And I was asking you, the board, about the uniform financial standards when I was addressed by your treasurer. So I was asking, about the financial end of it. Your responsibility, not hers. And she broke into the conversation. I did not appreciate that. Thank you.
When you're spoken to like that, you're definitely gonna have something to say back. And you are not exactly respectful to her, so
I
in
was not
defense,
speaking to her,
I-
I was addressing you.
I know Elwood, but you still weren't very respectful to her. Is what I'm trying to say. That's why she felt the need to defend herself, because she felt attacked. I know you were speaking to us, but I'm just saying it wasn't exactly,
Thank you.
thank you. You guys don't have nothing? You don't have nothing?
Come on, then.
You don't have nothing? Nobody's got
I
nothing?
did.
Fine. Okay. I make a motion to adjourn this meeting, 8:09.
A second motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
And just to let you guys know.
I'm sorry, what?
Wait, what?